Good morning students, welcome back to the class 11 subject business studies, and we are into the chapter number 6, social responsibilities of business and business ethics. In last video we have covered the topic considered as introduction and the concept of social responsibilities and then arguments for the social responsibilities. In today's video we will carry forward the topic considered as argument against social responsibilities, then reality of social responsibilities and kinds of social responsibilities in today's video. So as we are into the phrase of post-midterm concept, so we should be aware about social responsibilities very well. In future, if you are going for a business purpose, then you should be aware about this kind of points where we have to make decisions whether we have to carry forward the social responsibilities or not. So let's begin with the first topic known as arguments against social responsibilities. I have always considered as disadvantage. So in disadvantage, I am having a concept of violation of profit maximization objective, burden on consumer, lack of social skills, lack of broad public services. These 4 points are a disadvantage, or it is considered as argument against the social responsibilities. So let's discuss one by one. The first point is violation of profit maximization object. I have a textbook right now. I am reading this concept and I'll explain it according to my terms. Now, business is an economic institute which exists with the basis of aim of profit maximization. Profit is an essential part of survival and growth of the business. So, assuming social responsibility is against its objective. Here, according to the violation of profit maximization objective, if we take care of if we take care of only and only social responsibilities, then business cannot be concentrating on profit maximization. That's why it has been considered as against. Now, as a businessman, if you think about only and only profit, then it will be injustice towards society. But if you only think about social welfare, then it is injustice to business. So profit maximization should be an objective. Along with that, you have to take a decision that what to do with the society's benefit, or to give a society as a benefit. So as you know that the social responsibility is not a compulsory concept, it is a voluntary concept in India. Now, if we are talking about violation of profit maximization objective, as you know that organization only and only works on for the purchase of sales and goods of that particular product. They sell the product, they earn profit, and that earned profit will make the organization expandable or growable. So for survival, the profit maximization is must. But if we only concentrate on social responsibilities and we ignore profit maximization, then the organization could not survive further, or they cannot grow their organization further. Next part is burden on consumer. I am having contained over here. Social responsibilities like pollution control and environment protections are very costly and often require huge financial investment without proper return. In such circumstances, businessmen would like to pass the burden of social responsibility to consumer in the form of high prices. However, it is unfair to impose heavy burden on the consumer in the name of social responsibilities. कुछ पॉलिटिकल पॉल्यूशन कंट्रोलिंग प्रोग्राम्स जो होते हैं, जो बहुत सारी कंट्रीज अडेप्ट कर रही हैं आज, तो इसमें क्या होता है कि बहुत बार आपको कुछ ऐसे सेटअप्स लाने पड़ते हैं जो बहुत ज़्यादा कॉस्टली होते हैं. ये गवर्नमेंट अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाती, बट बिजनेसमैन को रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दी जाती है. तो बिजनेसमैन क्या करता है, नॉर्मली वो मशीन परचेज करने के लिए उसका बर्डन जो है कस्टमर के ऊपर डाल देता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, the price before they purchased the assets or pollution control machine, there was only and only 10 rupees. You buy one product at 10 rupees. But they have planned that they will help a social responsibility part. They will do certain welfare for society. So what they did, they started selling that product which was of 10 rupees cost. Now it has been costing as 15 rupees per unit. So the price of the product ultimately gets rise up, and they have shifted their social responsibilities to customer. So because of that, the burden of the consumer gets increased, because they have to purchase the unit which was they were purchasing at 10 rupees. Now it has to be purchased at 15 rupees. Now next point is lack of social skill. Many managers have a problem with social skills. Now it has been mentioned according to this concept, social problems are not being solved in the way of business problems are solved. So businessmen who would be good at managing business may not be having a required skill to solve the complex social problems. बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि बहुत सारे बिजनेसमैन जो कंट्री को ग्रोथ देते हैं, कंपनी का मैनेजमेंट हैंडल करते हैं और कंपनी को ग्रोथ देते हुए डिसीजंस बहुत अच्छी तरह ले सकते हैं, बट जब सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी की बात आती है या सोशल वेलफेयर के रिलेटेड डिसीजन लेने की बात आती है, तो दे डू नॉट हैव दैट मच स्किल्स टू हैंडल द कॉम्प्लेक्स सोशल प्रॉब्लम्स. सो देयर मे बी अ लैक ऑफ स्किल रिलेटेड टू सोशल वर्क. सो सोशल वर्क रिलेटेड अगर कुछ इश्यूज होते हैं तो बिजनेसमैन शायद उसको हैंडल ना कर पाए, बट वो बिजनेस के अंदर डिसीजन अच्छा ले सकता है, लेकिन सोशल वेलफेयर के अंदर डिसीजन लेने में उसको शायद डिफिकल्टीज फेस करनी पड़ सकती है. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज लैक ऑफ ब्रॉड पब्लिक सर्विसेज. I am having a point where generally public do not like to involve or interfacing of business in social programs. As a result, business is unable to solve social problems due to lack of confidence or cooperation of the people. Here it has been said that many public services are not being taken care by the businessman because there is no proper communication. Sometimes the people are making benefits about that. Businessman faces lot of problems in terms of finance. Many people say that we will do that and blah blah blah, but they do not do this kind of things. They do not help society, but they raise funds. So this kind of lack of public services are being transferred to another people. Here it has been said that many social programs are getting failed because of lack of confidence of businessmen, because they do not show interest towards the social benefits. That's why they do not have a social environment. They do not think about society. They only think about profit maximization. But some organizations are there who help the social welfare concept. They promote social programming. They invest money and they have a huge impact in the globe also. One of the best example I would say Make-A-Wish social programs, where a particular company invests huge money to make happier life for the kids. This kind of things are been there in social responsibilities, but these points are disagreement, or we can say disadvantage of social responsibilities, where the businessman thinks about only for themselves, not for the society. Now next point is related to reality of social responsibilities. We are having 6 points over here. One by one we will see. First is strength of public regulations, pressure of labor movement, impact of consumers consciousness, development of standards of business, development of business education, development of professional managerial classes. So let's begin with the first point, known as threat of public regulations. As you know that India is the country where they think that many businessmen should take care of social welfare and they should think about society, so they can transfer the certain concept towards the businessmen which are undesirable in the manner for businessmen. They have been forced to do social welfare by the government policies, so it can be happened in the threat of public regulation. Next point is pressure of labor movement. As you know that many laborers today who are working in the organization are more educated, more conscious and more experienced related to into the business environment, so they can demand, demand for the welfare, say, so they can take care of the business regulations. Many people are working for the organization as an voluntary for the social benefits. So this kind of things can be done by the organizational social workers. Next part is impact of consumers consciousness. As you know that today the customers are more conscious towards the product quality, quantity, and they are also conscious about social welfare. Which company is involved in the social activities, they are more conscious now. Earlier it was said that the buyer has to make the product and the consumer will buy directly. They do not have any choice. But in today's modern business, many people have a choice, as customers are the king of the business market. In market, the customers have a various choice now. They can select according to their will. So businessmen has to be more conscious towards the product. So this kind of social media, then social networking sites, media, newspaper, everywhere the social welfare related topics are also being discussed. So consumers are more aware now that which organization is helping this society, so they can take care of it. Next part is development of standards of business. As you know that many businessmen only thinks about for money, but as for a market survival, money is not everything. You should make sure that your standards should be there in the society, social welfare should be done, and you should achieve your economic objective along with profit, so that in society you should have a good image. According to that good image, you can survive in the business. So social responsibilities also helps you to make a survival by providing good facilities to the society. As a businessman, I should provide a better information, better money related issues, solutions. Everything has to be done by me. As a businessman, I should take care of society so that it will benefit my organization in future. Next part is development of business education. As we know that many people are educated now in business environment. Business education is needed now. Every businessman should go for a study. Then consumer, investors, employees, everyone are more conscious about social welfare. And many educated businessmen are now more aware about social problems, and they try to solve up according to their will. They do not be forced by the government, but they are conscious towards the society, and they are helping society with the different kind of charities, donations, events, programs, etc. Now, last point is development of professional managerial classes. As you know that today's manager should be having an attitude to work multitasking, and he should be aware about everything which has been occurred in the market. The market is an place where the changes have occurred, the risks are uncertain. The manager should be smart enough, they should be more reliable on the market resources, they should take all the things as a participant. He should take care of social responsibilities, earn profit, take communication with the laborers, workers and common people also. He should go for research and development. He should earn profit also. He should survive also, and he should also make sure that he is going with the social welfare concept also. He thinks about society also. Everything which I have spoken about professional manager, he has to think now. Earlier there was not a concept of social responsibility, as social responsibility is not voluntary. Now today's manager, today's professional manager has to take care of every single aspect, because they are studying this kind of concepts in higher standards, and they are working on the organization for their skills. The skills are to be used very properly. Next point is kinds of social responsibilities. We are having 4 points as economical, legal, ethical, and discretionary. This is an easy concept. This concept says that you should think about responsibilities also. Here I am having a concept. Business enterprise is basically an economic entity. They are therefore its primary social responsibility is to produce goods and services as per the need of the society and sell them into the profit. Your economic responsibility towards business, as businessman has a certain targets. That targets has to be fulfilled with the good quality of goods and services. The customer needs has to be fulfilled by the businessman. It is considered as economic social responsibilities. In this, they earn profit, but they provide goods and services to the needy ones. Next point is legal responsibility. The business should work. A businessman should work according to the social responsibilities, rules, and regulations. Their responsibility is to frame a legal society where rules and regulations are more being taken care by the businessman towards society. They should not make an environment where society suffers and business earns. They should take care of both society plus business. It is considered as legal responsibility. Now, third point is ethical responsibility. Ethical responsibility is considered related to human being, businessman, every individual. Here, ethical responsibility is considered as according to the will of that particular person. He thinks about the social responsibilities, but as you know that social responsibility is not compulsory. It is a voluntary concept. So every businessman is not expected to participate in the social welfare. Next point is discretionary responsibility. Discretionary responsibility means many enterprises are involved in this discretionary responsibility by assuming that they can solve out the problems of society, and then they can solve it by voluntarily participating. They can go to the public, they can ask for the questions, and they can solve out all the problems related to the society. Many problems which are being faced by the society, it cannot be fulfilled by every organization, but they can reduce that problem. Like flood, then we can say tsunami has occurred, then natural calamities has occurred. Many businessmen provide free medical care. Many organizations provide food to the needy one. This is considered as discretionary responsibilities, which is voluntarily taken by the organization. As we have completed our 3 topics: arguments against social responsibilities, realities, and kinds of social responsibilities. In next video, we will see the business and environmental protection in next video. Along with that, we will complete our chapter also by making a social responsibility towards different societies. So we will complete our chapter in next video, and notes will be provided accordingly. That's it for today. Thank you.